Big LOTTI gang, welcome back to the channel as we revamp our Big Guard Bootcamp series. Now, as a lot of y'all already know, my fitness goals change depending on what part of the season I'm in. I told y'all, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not a powerlifter. I'm a hooper who likes to pick up heavy stuff. With that being said, I'm currently on a bulk because I'm trying to put on as much muscle as possible while also maintaining the athleticism that I have. Now, if you watch Big Guard Bootcamp from last year, it was solid, you know what I'm saying? But this year, all new routines, new training methods, new gym fits, of course, and also new goals to work towards. A little bit of an update on my career so far. I just finished my second season of professional basketball playing for the Montreal Tundra in Montreal, Canada in the BSL. Now, unfortunately, my season didn't go the way that I wanted it to, but that's all a part of the growing pains. The grind has already started to getting better for next season. I want to break down what this series is going to look like this year. It's not going to be the same structure and same routines as last year. I'm not doing the same exact format from last year. I've learned a lot this past season and I want to share that knowledge with y'all. And this is where it starts or continues. Because if you've been following the workout page on TikTok, you'll know. And let me clarify one more thing. I know a lot of y'all have seen more of my content in the weight room recently, wondering where are the court workouts? You know, are you just being a fitness influencer? You just being a bodybuilder now? I already told y'all, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not a powerlifter, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm just a hooper who likes to pick up heavy shit. But all jokes aside, I will get back to recording more on-court workout stuff for y'all too. I haven't been neglecting that part of my training, trust me. I just haven't been recording it as much. Now today I'm getting a little bit of a later start than I usually do on my workouts. Last year, most of my workouts took place in the morning, and I've kind of been a little bit more focused on my recovery, especially since I have more free time this off season. So now it's early in the afternoon. It's actually 12:30. I had my breakfast, I had a good night's sleep last night, and we're actually starting off this routine the same way that we started off last year's Big Guard Bootcamp with a chest and back day. Trust me, our workouts are going to be hooper friendly, but understand that my goal at this point is to put on as much muscle as possible while maintaining the athleticism. And I'll explain what that's gonna look like as we go throughout the routine. Without further ado, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get this work in. I swear I need a cameraman because it is so tough trying to make sure that I fit in frame when recording for YouTube, because at least when I'm recording for TikTok and Instagram, the camera's vertical. So I get a lot more, you know what I'm saying, vertical space. I'm like 1,000 feet away from my camera. I already took my pre-workout, and I didn't show it on camera for this session of Big Guard Bootcamp because I'm not gonna lie, we grinding for a sponsorship, and not gonna hold you, I think we've been giving out a little bit too much of free clout. Y'all know I stay true to, you know, what I believe in, only supporting brands that I actually use myself. So if there's any fitness brands, you know, pre-workout protein that want me to try their products, you know, on camera, you know, honest reviews, hit your boy up. You already know, contact info in the description, you know what I'm saying? Shoulders feel good, you know what I'm saying? I almost forgot, y'all see the gym fit for today. We kept it calm, you know what I'm saying? Got the team gear on for the pump cover. Tundra shirt, Tundra sweats, but we threw on the Jordan 9s. Y'all see how the color scheme is matching up, right? It's Monday, so you know everybody and their mother is on the bench right now. So after this first bench clears up, we're gonna get over there and start knocking out these sets. All right, y'all, we found the open bench. And the first thing we actually gonna do, put 135 on the bar, keeping it simple. And we're just gonna warm up with about 12 to 15 reps. This is like, it's the warm up for a reason. Should move like butter, and it does. As we're going throughout this workout, I don't want y'all to get caught up in the numbers that are being moved. Everybody is at a different place in their fitness journey. The purpose of this routine and this structure is to show y'all how I'm going about putting on muscle as a basketball player. Full range of motion, that bar moving like there's nothing on it. We are mixing a lot of different methods of training. So while I always say I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not a powerlifter, I'm just a hooper who likes picking up heavy shit, that doesn't mean that we're not adopting some bodybuilding training methods, because we are focused on hypertrophy right now. And when it comes time during the workout routine to make adjustments to be more hooper friendly, I'll let y'all know what those adjustments are. The bench press is pretty self-explanatory, but we've hit our warm-up set. Now we're actually gonna do one set of static holds. Now, these static holds are a great isometric exercise to activate muscle fibers to build muscle endurance and stability in the chest and shoulders. I'm just holding it for 10 to 15 seconds and I'll count them out. 1. Not only are we bulletproofing our upper body with these holds, but just by simply holding this heavy weight, your body responds with increased muscle recruitment and neural drive for more stability and power, taking your bench press to the next level. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thank you. We held that for the whole 15 seconds. We can move up next time we choose to do this. Y'all saw my arms are shaking a little bit. That's perfectly normal because we're working on adding stability to the chest and shoulders. Now, let's get into our working sets on the bench. We're actually gonna start with 225, and it's crazy how far we've come on this fitness journey. Because I remember my very first time benching. If you looked at my villain origin story in the weight room that I posted last year, you'll know when I first started in the weight room in high school, I couldn't bench 135, and it was extremely embarrassing. And to think that now we've gone from not being able to bench 135 all the way to 225 being our first working set and doing it for reps. Oh man, we put in a lot of work to get to this point, and we're not stopping. I need 315 by the end of this summer. I'm hoping we can get it. Now I'm gonna put my headphones on. It's the first working set, so now start getting locked in. Ooh, shoulders feeling good after those holds. And y'all see, even with these long ass arms, we going for full range of motion. Got some sweat in my eye, damn. Judging by how I'm feeling. Oh yeah, you good, you got it. Judging by how I'm feeling, let's move up to 235. 235, we're gonna have to lock in now. I need some music. You got this, dude. Five. 6. Come on, you got one more, you got one more. 7 reps at 235, not too bad. Think we can afford to move up. I'm gonna push for 245. I low-key want 7 reps of that, not gonna hold you. I need to make sure that I'm taking enough time in between sets to recover, because that's really what it's gonna come down to. Let's knock out this last set. Man, this shit lightweight. This shit lightweight. I ain't gonna lie, shit is kind of heavy. Nah, fuck all of that. Lock in, B. I need 7 of them. I need the right song, though. Big Za. Damn. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get the 6th one up, so now I'm taking a quick little 30-second break for a cluster set. Not bad on the day. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm sweating. Pump cover gonna have to come off soon. I got a stringer on underneath this. Yeah, I be wearing stringers these days now. Just got hip to them. Had to fill out my upper body frame a little bit more before I can start wearing them. Let's move on to our first back exercise now. I'm starting off with lat pull downs, but we got 2 separate variations. On full range of motion, big stretch at the top. We're doing 2 sets of wide grip lat pull downs. Focusing on driving these elbows to the hips. It's about time to take this pump cover off. Told y'all I'll be rocking stringers these days. Let me know if y'all like the look. Feeling kind of awkward when I put these on too. Only on upper body days though. I got this next set. And for those of you who comment on my back, like y'all see the scars or whatever, and y'all like, what's going on with his back? I've had some people say, oh, I'm not doing workouts, so my back's gonna look like that. I got eczema. I was born with it. It's a little bit of scarring. You know, it's summertime. I used to get heat rashes as a kid. Dang, y'all just quick to make me feel insecure about some shit. Let me live. I'm still natty. Like, it's eczema. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the side effects of the bulk. Starting to feel a little out of shape. Now, while I'm damn, I'm looking kind of awk on camera right now. Hold on, my fault. Hold up. I'm waiting on my machine for the next set because somebody's using it right now. I figured it's a good time to talk to y'all about the difference between bulking as a hooper and bulking as bodybuilder, powerlifter, whatever you want to call it. Got a lot of people who are new to the channel, so they looking at all of this and saying, "Oh, he's just lifting. Like, how's this gonna help me as a hooper?" Number one, a lot of y'all be getting bodied on the court. Dudes is attacking your chest on defense. It's one thing to be quick, but when you can stay in front of somebody and also have the frame to get physical on defense, and then don't get me started on catching bodies. There's a difference between being able to absorb contact and being able to dish it out and go through somebody to punch that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? As I'm bulking as a hooper, there's certain things that I have to be mindful of and certain drawbacks. Understand that I may not gain a whole bunch of athleticism. In fact, there may be times during my training due to long-term fatigue or me being at a weight that my body is not accustomed to carrying, I may look a little sluggish. My muscular endurance when it comes to running up and down the court, everything like that, may be a little bit lower. My joints may be a little bit more achy. It'll take me a lot longer to warm up, everything like that. This is why we do all of this work in the off season, because the bulk is the time to go through those lows in athleticism in order to truly improve. I'm working on my frame and trying to maintain as much athleticism as possible. So towards the end of this workout, y'all will see a few movements that I do in order to brace my body to carry all the weight that we're putting on, keep my core strong, keep my posterior chain strong, and even some movements throughout the routines as we move forward throughout the whole Big Guard Bootcamp series. You're gonna see certain movements, even certain days that are accustomed to, okay, we already focus on hypertrophy throughout the majority of the week. Let's use this day to do some athletic movements, train at certain angles to make sure that we can carry all this weight on the floor. And we still have to be functional as we're building this frame and putting on weight. Thank you, man. And now we're moving on to this incline press machine. And the reason that we're using the machine rather than dumbbells for today, the machine locks you into a fixed movement, so there's no stability demand. This is where we focus purely on pushing as much weight as possible, causing as many tears in the muscle fibers to really focus on hypertrophy. 2 variations that we're gonna do. We're gonna do single arm for 2 sets to make sure that we're getting even strength in both sides of the body. You know, we don't want one arm stronger than the other. I already made that mistake as I was going through puberty. One set where it's what I like to call a 1-2 press. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not gonna lie, I should have put a little bit more weight on here. Getting a good stretch at the bottom and good contraction at the top. Let's throw some more weight on now. Another thing that gets slept on when we talk about these single side movements, the demand that you require from your core to keep your body stable. I hope that I'm not being too preachy or teachy throughout this video. I hope that y'all are just as entertained as you are learning. If anybody has any suggestions for what more you want to see out of these workout videos, don't be afraid to drop them in the comment section. Just keep it respectful, please. Now, those last 2 sets felt pretty good. I think we could add a little bit more weight, and we're gonna move on to our 1-2 presses. I know we're calling this series Big Guard Bootcamp. Secondary name that I like to call this, hypertrophy for hoopers. Yes, sir. Oh, that chest is looking good. 1, 2,
1, 1, 2, 2, 4. Last one, last one, last one. 1, 2. Oh! Nah, that was true failure. That was true failure. Felt like I was about to catch a cramp in my pec. Nah, we can't be no bitch. I gotta get that one press up. Big Lottie gang, excuse me while I try to die quietly in the corner of the gym. I'm gonna meet y'all over at the dumbbells for the next workout or for the next movement, or cut the cameras. This is what I talk about when I say I need a cameraman, because no way I have to walk all the way over here just so I can be in frame for y'all to see this movement. Oh, my bad. Am I in your way? So now we're getting into a movement that more hoopers are familiar with. Single arm, split stance, dumbbell rows. And this is where we get a demand from the core for stability. It's single arm, so we get even strength in both arms. We're working the lats, balance, core, and overall strength. All right, y'all. So we almost done for today. We finished it with our last 2 movements. It's not a superset, but you can superset this if you want. Some chest flies, get a good stretch, good contraction. I like to kind of cross over my hands to make sure that we getting a little more contraction at the peak. Right here, I prefer cables rather than the pec fly machine, a little bit less demanding on my shoulders. After that, we're gonna finish with some rear delt flies and work that upper back and trap area.
Now, by the end of this workout, I was gassed. I ain't have a whole bunch of energy to talk to the camera at this point. But we finished off with these hanging knee tucks, capitalizing off the stability from the shoulders controlling the chaos, and getting good work for the lower abs controlling the movement the whole time. Just because we on the bulk doesn't mean we skipping core. Our core is always going to be essential for keeping our body stable and explosive, whether we're on the court or in the weight room. Now, y'all know we had to see what the final pump was looking like. And cool out on me in the comment section, because y'all know I don't know how to pose like that. But we weighed in this morning at 212, so that means the bulk is definitely going in the right direction. Lost a little bit of definition in the lower abs when I'm not flexing, and I'm definitely starting to hold more fat in my obliques and around my waist. So we're packing on more size and getting even closer to our goal weight. But after I was done here, I decided to get some food, and then I went straight over to Shoot 360 to get some shots up. Personally, I love this gym, and this isn't the only location that I've been to. The gym wasn't too busy this day, and that was perfect. I was able to get a little over an hour on the court to myself. And we kept today's shooting fairly simple. Got up a little over 500 quality shots. I was really focused on trying to keep my form as consistent as possible, trying to shoot off the waist to maintain that muscle memory. So it was definitely a lot of free throws and shots off the catch for today. And we shot just shy of 70% on all jumpers for the day. Not bad considering the fatigue of the lift, but we definitely got to get those numbers up. I tried to maintain a good pace so I could keep my form consistent throughout the whole shooting session. That doesn't mean that I don't go game speed for any of my reps. It just doesn't make sense to continuously practice bad habits. So when the fatigue hits, I want to make sure that my form is not compromised. And that means slowing down to make sure that we're keeping everything consistent. Notice how I'm also switching up my footwork off the catch during this shooting session. The fundamentals matter, plus every catch starts as a scoring opportunity. Now y'all know I had to get a couple of dunks down, but one of the drawbacks of the bulk and being a little bit heavier, sometimes it takes me a little longer to warm up. On top of that, we gotta make sure our joints is prepared to carry all the new weight, especially our knees. Now once I am warm, you can see I'm still getting up there, and we gonna make sure it stays that way. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode of Big Guard Boot Camp.